left. The last time we got a good look at Bisu's main, he had maybe 1 or 2 gateways. And now he's got, I think, the 5th warping in. Got his tech set up. And Bisu is probably going to be going for some kind of break. He's either going to go for a break, he's either going to get his 3rd base right away if the Zerg isn't taking his 4th, or he's going to try to take the 4th out. Because I think he's well aware that Zero will have lurkers in time. Okay, he's going for his 3rd right away. So that's the safe play from Bisu. That's the kind of safe standard play. Force the Zerg to come to you as opposed to the other way around. Although the Zerg actually, it's not a bad thing for the Zerg on this map, because the Zerg
take a 4th,
exactly. He's got a 4th already secured and defended behind his 3rd base that he took. That's one of the advantages. That's why you see Zergs take that base.
Yeah, really good Mutalisk control too. One, I guess it kind of goes unnoticed just because Bisu's, defense is just so amazing. His cannon placement's perfect and everything. But Zero's really doing a good job with these Mutalisks. Wow, this is gonna be bad.
Oh
wow, gets away from those Archons. That could have been really bad. And I just want to point out, not by calling the Zerg build, wow, lots of interruptions.
He's not messing around.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Oh wow,
every
single Corsair. But yeah, not to say the Zerg build is unstandard by any means, but he's doing the exact same thing that Savior did up until this point. While Savior's taking his 4th base at this time, Zero's committing a little bit more to Mutalisk. But I mean, you see Zero's even got the 3 hatcheries in his natural, just like Savior did. So I mean, just kind of interesting. Savior went Hydras for a really long time. He got the lurkers, but not, real early like Magna did for defense. So let's see if Zero sticks with that, and he keeps going with a lot of early Hydras.
He's definitely going to be transitioning to something here. I mean, he's not going to keep going with Mutalisk. It probably is going to be Hydras because Bisu does not have Storm yet. He's lost a lot of probes here. He's just getting his probes picked off. Really good Mutalisk play by
Microing Muta against Archons. Yeah, that is really manly. Really big army there.
This is a big army from Zero. I think Bisu's in a lot of trouble here. That's a lot of Hydralisks, and Bisu does not have any Storm. Even if Bisu were to get a Templar out right now, he would have it immediately picked off. I think Zero played this really well. He predicted Bisu going for the early 3rd and totally made a sort of timing attack. Like, this is a Zerg timing push. And Bisu's in a lot of trouble. He's got to do damage.
Bisu's counterattacking.
He's not going to do anything. This is gonna
awesome spread of units there. How Zero only kept a few, did enough damage, but he brought everything back. I mean, Bisu, not to say he went for an all-in, but I mean, he really sent a lot of units in that attack. And Zero took absolutely 0 damage, excuse the pun, from that attack. And, he killed a lot of cannons, and he's forcing Bisu to micro all that stuff down there, rebuild all those cannons. And just like you said, now Zero's taking that 4th base in the upper right. I think he's slowly taking the advantage here. Bisu he's not, there's really no dent in Zero's armor. He's just building up and building up.
Well, Bisu did really well to hold that base off, but it's not looking good for him at this point. I mean, that's a lot of Zerg units that he's going to lose some Templars here. See, this is really bad for Bisu. He can't hold off a lot of Hydralisks if he doesn't have Storm. Oh, there goes an Archon. And that is just phenomenal Muta micro.
Wow.
If he gets stuck below the bridge,
he's getting contained in those bridges. Oh yeah, that's terrible.
There goes the Archon. Oh man.
He just picked off like 3 Archons with Mutalisk. That is phenomenal. He's only got cannons there. All those he's gonna lose that 3rd. Even with the best micro, he can't defend that. Wow.
I hate to say it here, but I think that's game. I think
wow.
I don't think that Bisu
is Bisu gonna get knocked out of this? I'm kind of in shock here. I mean, just excellent play here from Zero. Bisu losing every single. Wow. I don't think Bisu has any Templar or any Archons right now. He has 0.
No, none.
I mean, Zero's just playing really smart here. Straight into lurkers too. I mean,
I think that was just a perfectly executed game plan by Zero. I think he really just he had an idea in his mind what Bisu was gonna do, and he countered it almost perfectly. I mean, I'm really impressed by his play here. I don't think there was much luck involved in this at all. I think he's played really well this game. The Mutalisk control has been spot on. It's been perfect. And Bisu's pretty much can't win at this point. There's just nothing he can do. I mean, now that the lurkers are going up, I mean, he's going to be hard pressed just to survive this attack. And even if he does survive the attack, he's still behind in the game. So
Oh,
There's
yeah.
almost nothing he can do at this
Just
point.
like you said, with those bridges. I mean, look at that. He's not even setting it lurker contain. I mean, Bisu's done. Bisu lost. He's out of this group.
It's over.
Bisu's out of OSL. He's out of MSL now. That's crazy. Unbelievable.
And not only that, but to Zerg and to
yeah,
Zergs as
Bisu's
well.
group. This isn't even like whatever group that is with Flash and Fire. GG. Wow.
GG.
You know, this isn't even good. I guess I can't really say Zero's a bad player anymore. I think he played really well. He lost the game to Savior, but Savior won the group 2-0. So, I mean, he beat Bisu. I mean, Bisu just in shock. I think he's more shocked than we are at this point. Look at him.
Letting the expression on Bisu's face pretty much says it all. I mean, he just won an MSL. And to get ousted this early in both tournaments by players that really are not on anywhere near his level. It's pretty embarrassing. And not only that, but he pretty much almost handpicked this MSL group. I mean, this group turned out pretty much almost exactly the way he wanted it to. He had Savior, he had two relatively lesser-known Zergs, and he lost. I think this is the second time that Bisu has picked out an all-Zerg group for himself and lost, gotten eliminated for it. I think maybe Bisu should start letting his coaches pick his groups for him, because this is just not working out. I mean, this is the second time he's sort of picked his entire group and somehow managed to crawl out of it. Like, how embarrassing is that, really? I kind of feel sorry for the guy.
Excuse the spoiler, but I mean, he takes out Flash and Gom, and then he loses to Zerg. Like, I thought he was the PvC guy. I mean, obviously, just taking out Flash, I mean, he played one decent PvC game, so I mean, it's not like he's out of form or anything. It just, I don't know, just both of those games. It seems like if the Zerg, you know, isn't making any real major mistakes, Bisu just wasn't capitalizing. He just wasn't showing that real S-class play that just brings him ahead. He didn't prove him that he's just that much better player. He just kind of played at a normal level and just got beat by some really good play. And I was really impressed by Zero, too. I mean, he lost to Savior in the winners game, but both games where he knew ahead of time his opponent, and he was prepared, you know, with really good builds, and not just were the builds good, but he executed them perfectly. It's not like, you know, he just beat him with build orders, but he beat him with play too. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to see, especially with the new maps like Carthage, and you know, it's still like Sin, Chupong Young, and Destination are still somewhat new maps. So I think we're going to see some real interesting builds from this Zero guy.
Well, I mean, as disappointed as I am to see Bisu lose, I'm kind of glad to see some Zergs having some success, because they really have been doing terribly in GOM TV, and not really too well in the last couple of Star Leagues either. Pretty much Zergs getting trounced all over pro gaming. So hopefully we have another, you know, new up-and-coming exciting Zerg player to watch. And also Savior. I mean, you got to keep your eye out on Savior now after the performance he just put through. As impressive as this performance was by Zero, I think Xavier is definitely the story of this group overall. And really just shocking everybody and destroying his opponents in 2009.
Yeah, destroying everyone in 2009. Well, I guess that wraps it up. So it looks like Savior and Zero are moving out of this group to Zerg, which is, even though there are a lot of Zergs there, just a shocker to see Zergs doing so well. Looks like, you know, a good change in the metagame. You know, I'm really glad, too, that the Zergs that beat Bisu, I just want to throw this in there, that they beat him with, you know, good build, like good macro, good play, micro and stuff. It's not like it was some cheese Zerg build that I'm going to see all the iCup Zergs doing now. Like, this is actually a good metagame. I like seeing shifts like this. But anyway, I guess we're going to wrap this up. The next group is Group E, I believe. It's played on Saturday. Team Liquid says it's Group E. That doesn't sound right, though. Anyway, it's played on Saturday. And so we should have the VODs up by Sunday night. Hopefully, you know, give us a day for that. Yep. But, yeah, any last thoughts?
Yeah, well, basically I just want to say I hope you guys enjoyed the games. I mean, we're gonna keep doing this regularly. As soon as we get our hands on the VODs on Saturday, then we're going to be commentating him right away, put him up right away. So if you're going to watch the MSL, I mean, why not watch it with some awesome commentary to go with it, right? So keep checking in. Check out our website, 2009msl.com. Was that what it is?
Yup.
That's what it is. And holy shit, Savior and Zero. That's all I really have to say.
Alright, good games, guys. Peace.
Peace out.